There is a question which a few people wish to address, and this is a question as to what does our life amount to? Now we have the COVID virus, we have social distancing, we have lockdown in many of our cities, and yet, there are people who are going about their business. There are people who wish to defy this curfew. What does the recent events, what does it say about us? What does it say about our character, about our nature? Can we live alone, isolated, keeping people at a distance? What does it forebode for our future? These are questions which I think we all struggle with during this difficult time. Can philosophy help us at this juncture? We are reminded of what Socrates said. A man who is entirely on his own, a human being, on his own, or on her own. What is such a being? The answer that Socrates gives is either an animal or a god. For to be alone is really not to be part of the human condition. And yet we are, those of us who diligently observe the exclusion principle laid down by our respective governments, those of us who keep their distance. What are we? What are we becoming? What are we now? Well, there is a bestial aspect to us, definitely. You see people hoarding. That happened in this country, in the United Kingdom. It happened with people stripping shelves bare of toilet paper. Everybody has a huge amount of toilet paper for some reason. But this reveals that we don't want to be beasts. We want to be able to have a clean bottom, though everything else around us might disappear, it might die. Yet we will have our toilet paper. But is there some other sort of paper which can help us? Is it possible that what we do and that what we write and that what we entrust to the white crypt that is a blank sheet of paper, is it possible that this can save us? And here philosophy answers that where there is a consciousness, where there is an awareness of impending death, there the mind becomes concentrated. And where the mind becomes concentrated, the crypt, the white crypt of the blank sheet of paper, it offers us a type of immortality. And it is at times like this that we can expect that some work of literature, something written down, some epitaph arising out of this epiphany of the imminence of death, of its stalking the land, not the mask of the Red Death, and not that wonderful story by Edgar Allan Poe, but something else, something which within our solitary selves yet breathes upon us with an open window through the night, and in a manner that defeats our paltry previsions of and plans and the small poems that we write against the darkness and the night. It is these sorts of poems, it is this sort of literary creation that I think we can share. Not to circumvent this social distancing, this principle of exclusion, but to come to terms with it, to embrace it, to accept it as a new mode of life.